So, maybe you've already worked through the beginner rums, maybe you've tried some budget bottles, and now you're ready for something with a bit more depth, a bit more character, maybe a bit more complexity. These aren't difficult rums, they're not ultra premium collector bottles, but they're the kind of bottles that start showing you just how broad and interesting rum can become. Hello and welcome back to RumShopBoy.com. My name is Simon, and today I'm here to talk about 5 rums beginners should try after the basics. So let's get into it. First up, Barbancourt 8-year-old from Haiti. And this one immediately starts taking us somewhere different. Barbancourt has a slightly different character to a lot of Caribbean molasses rums, as it is distilled using fresh cane juice in the style of agricole rum. It feels cleaner and fresher. Expect light oak, gentle fruit, subtle spice, and a really elegant style overall. This isn't a huge flavour bomb, it's more about balance and character. It is 43% ABV, the typical UK price is around £35 to £40. If you've only tried the usual beginner bottles before, this is a really nice next step. Now, we move to St. Lucia and Chairman's Reserve Forgotten Casks. This wasn't designed originally, it happened because some barrels ended up aging longer than planned after a fire at the distillery. And the result was so good they kept the idea. This one feels richer, fuller, and more developed than a lot of entry-level rums. Expect vanilla and baking spice, toasted oak, dried fruit, and a bit more complexity overall. This is one of those bottles where people often realise rum can genuinely compete with other aged spirits. It is 40% ABV, and the typical UK price is around £40 to £45. If you want something that feels like a proper upgrade without becoming intimidating, this is excellent. Now we revisit Jamaica, but this time we step things up. Appleton Estate 12-year-old rare casks. If Signature Blend introduced you to Jamaican rum, this is where things start getting more serious. Richer fruit, more oak, more depth and a longer finish. You still get that recognisable Jamaican character, but everything feels more integrated and refined. It is 43% ABV and typically retails at around £40 to £45 in the UK. Now, this is one of those bottles that makes people start saying, maybe rum deserves more respect. Over the years, this has become my go-to rum. If someone said to me, choose just one rum that ticks every box, this would be it. By the way, if you missed my original beginners list, go and watch that video after this. Next up, Mount Gay Black Barrel from Barbados. If Eclipse was your beginner bottle, this feels like the grown-up version. Think of this as Eclipse's older, more confident sibling. What happens if we take classic Barbados rum and turn the oak dial up? Well, you get more oak, more spice, and more structure. You start getting richer caramel, toasted wood, and a slightly more bourbon-influenced profile. This is also one I think whiskey drinkers often enjoy because of that extra oak character. It is 43% ABV and typically costs around £35 to £40 in the UK. It's a great example of progression without losing drinkability. And finally, St. James VSOP. This one's here because I think at some point every rum drinker should try agricole. Compared to molasses-based rum, agricole can feel grassier, it's fresher and more cane-driven. It catches some people off guard at first, but once it clicks, it opens up an entirely new side of rum. It is 43% ABV, the typical UK price is around £35 to £40. This is one of those bottles that changes how people think about rum. So, those are 5 rums beginners should try after the basics. These aren't necessarily better than beginner rums, they just start showing you more of what rum can do. Let me know which one you'd try first, and what bottle made you realise rum could be something special. And next time we will move beyond beginner lists completely. Thanks for watching. Please like this video and subscribe for free to my channel. I would love to hear your feedback. And remember, drink more rum.